All right, so today we are going to be building a Claude AI agent on GitHub using Claude Code to basically automate AI content creation. So it's trained on all of our frameworks, so it can generate videos consistently and help us a lot with the production. So AI content creation becomes faster. We want to have a built-in feedback loop, and it's going to be specifically trained on VO content to start, but it's eventually going to be a main source for anything AI content related, even Nano Banana as it evolves, with a built-in feedback loop to improve prompts and outputs. So that way, if we don't get the result we want from a video, it's going to be able to optimize it for us. It's going to be able to store prompts for different shots, different production styles, and overall just a complete knowledge base for producing and prompting for AI content. So the folder structure in GitHub is going to be AI context. So this is just the README, so it knows how to use the structure of the base. Then we're going to have our knowledge and identity. So this is just the training on what it knows about this AI content. And then frameworks. So these are the actually video styles for writing, and outputs and feedback loops, so it can continuously train itself and get better. So this is going to be an entire walkthrough of how we're going to do this, basically start to finish. We're going to build it out here within the next hour or so and get right into it. So let's get started. Sawyer, do you have context that you can give Claude? I'm going to paste this into Claude here quick. So basically how we build this is we use Claude, so just like the normal Claude platform, to build this agent for us. So it's going to create the files and everything. Just have to go into Claude Code and have it upload the files. So I'm going to connect my GitHub I currently have right now, so it can just understand this folder structure to Claude and say, hey, I want to create a similar repository, but for the following. It will have some different structure within it based on the following criteria. I want you to read and deeply understand this code base and help me recreate it for a new use case, specifically AI content creation. Boom. And then we'll give it the context. So we'll ship that. Cool. So yeah, we're going to let Claude do its thing there with the AI context on that side of things. And then Sawyer, do you have any context with like trainings already?
I just pasted it in there. Yeah. Should be in the doc.
So we're going to have Claude kind of go through, understand that. And then while we're waiting, we might as well create a new GitHub repository before we even look at that context. So Sawyer, for your reference, we're going to be using our business account. So it's just our business email, a Google account to log into this repository. So we're going to create a new one here real quick. And we're going to call it, what do we want to call it? We can call it AI content agent. Cool. We don't need a description. We want to make it a private repository here. And then click create. And then boom, now we have our repository AI content agent. Nothing's in here yet. We're going to use this once Claude Code's ready to rock. All right, cool. So Claude's ready. So we have that set up. That's the most important part, just getting GitHub set up. Now we're having Claude kind of figure out the structure of the personal OS and then the AI content OS. So AI context README, yep. Knowledge identity, so shot types, VO specific knowledge, AI content creation principles, yep. Eventually knowledge bases for other AI tools, yep. Frameworks, VO shot prompts, right? Prompt structure templates, style guides for different content types, iteration frameworks, how to refine prompts based on an output. Then we have outputs, so generate content organized by project type, feedback logs, prompt performance tracker, and then best prompts library, successful prompts that can be reused. Cool. So basically what this is going to be is we're not going to necessarily be able to like store video content in here. So like we have kind of two options. So every time you're either interacting with the agent, we could build like a feedback loop into it. Like, hey, after you generate like a prompt for a video that you want to create, the AI will automatically kind of ask you afterwards, like what was the result? Did it turn out how you wanted? What do you think's wrong with it?
Yeah.
And this is a good place too to like really train it on like the knowledge of like creating AI content and prompting. Like that's super important so that we can actually get the right result. And then that way it actually knows and like can potentially diagnose what's wrong. And obviously once you build more feedback loops up over time, it gets better. So let me take our context here and let's copy it up. This is all we got here? Or are these like links?
What?
This is the only context you have here?
Well, that's the context for everything, that like VO restrictions and all that, kind of how to prompt it.
You don't have any more context in this, like actual prompt examples and stuff like that?
I do.
Maybe ask your ChatGPT for something like that.
No, I have that. I have that right here. I was gonna copy some of Nick Sarav's prompts that he has?
Yeah, do it, bro. Get as much data as you can, because we're just going to feed Claude the data, and then Claude's going to structure it for us for the agent.
So I'll do that right now then.
Yep. I'll start with the structure here. I'm going to yap to this thing because it's just so much easier.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll just go on mute.
All right. So that is exactly what we want to do here with the content. So just to give you some insight, below here, I'm going to start giving you context. So first is VO31. So this is just knowledge for you, so it knows what's what and how things work. And then my brother's working on getting more context at this point in time so that we can give it even more knowledge and training data. And then we're going to eventually just be able to give it a lot of examples and stuff as well. So yeah, we have the VO specific knowledge base here for you if you want to help me kind of create that file. And then obviously the AI context and README files we can create, pretty quickly as well, which would be dialed in. For the feedback loop, we were thinking we were just going to go with after every output, since we're not going to be able to directly store this content in the repo, we were thinking that we'll just have after every output, when it's like the AI gives you a generation ready prompt, or after you've communicated with it and you're ready to, take action and actually put it into the video generator, Claude will automatically have like a follow-up prompt and kind of ask you how everything turned out. And then ideally the goal is that over time, Claude starts kind of learning the critiques, and it has enough knowledge to know, okay, right, like something went wrong with the user, they're saying this is what it could potentially be, right? And then like you can potentially kind of go through a feedback loop, try again, and then make it so like once you figure out what the issue is and you figure out why it was happening and why it wasn't turning out the way you wanted it to, the agent's going to be able to save that, store that, and either update the framework or just kind of use it more so as like content results sort of section, where it's like it reads through that every time depending on what kind of content's being generated, and then it can just understand our best practices of just real world results that we've had and what issues we ran into and how we resolve them essentially. And that way we can get it right on the first try from here on out. So I'm going to give you right now just a VO31 understanding. If you want to make the AI context README sections, start kind of helping me with like the folder structure here. And yeah, we can kind of go from there. But let's get started on just the initial core pieces of it. What I would like you to do is just give me a prompt for the Claude Code agent so it can put all these folders in the repo and like at least have like the AI context and README folders, and then have like all the other folders dialed in so it understands everything based on what we're trying to execute and achieve with it. So yeah, we're just giving AI a little piece of insight here so we can run this up in the right way. The big thing here is just the more context you have, the better you're going to be. So that's the goal. As much context as possible. It's going to give me the prompt, create a new GitHub repository. So we already have the GitHub repository created. So it's giving me all the structure, knowledge, VO, shot types, camera movement, lighting composition, other AI tools, frameworks, prompts, workflows, outputs, feedback logs, best prompts. Yup, looks good. Boom, so it generated everything here. Cool, I'm just gonna copy it all. We don't need it to have, I'm gonna just say connect to the new GitHub repository because technically we've already made it. So I'll just say connect to the new GitHub repository and implement the following structure and files. Cool. And then I'll click here on the bottom, find our repository we made, which I can't see at this point in time, so I might have to refresh the page.
Yeah, I was about to say it's frozen.
Yeah, because I'm not on that tab. It's my bad.
Yeah.
So paste AI content agent, select, and boom, run it. So now it's going to go build out all the structure. So now's a good time to get into the context.
Bet, yeah. So I just pasted a couple prompts that I already had, so you can go through those. I think the best one, paste them all in the MVP. So the best one, this one uses JSON plus timeline prompting, which I think is the best play. It's the IKEA ad. It's the best one. But all these are JSON prompts, but that's like the only one that's using JSON plus timeline. You'll get the best result doing that if you do it right.
So these are the ads, these are the ones that he gave, or are these just like...
No, those are the ones I found.
Okay.
Just on Twitter, I found them.
Do you have any more?
I have the link in here, so we can click on the link and just go through them. There's like 1,000 fucking prompts in here.
And then what about Nick Sarev? Did he ever send you any resources?
That's what he sent, the link.
Okay.
Yeah. So like there's like a bunch of videos, and pretty much what you can do is you can use the prompt and then like create it, like make a different, use like the same style and just kind of put your own product in there.
Got you. Yeah.
Like this one's pretty sick. So you got to sign in.
Cool. So I'm just going to start pasting a bunch of examples into Claude, just feeding it a shit ton of data and stuff. That way it's good. Knows what's going on. I hate how that has to paste in chat. I wish I would just paste in
video. So yeah, these are all JSON prompts. I'm going to start pasting some in here. Not timeline though, which is interesting. I would go like, because I'm on page 7, like most of those on like the first pages are kind of just like action videos, which we don't really want because we're doing branded.
So we want like
we're doing videos for brands. So
what would that be considered? Oh, brands and products.
Like I just pasted some. You can just paste them all the way at the bottom. But yeah, you can. So it gives you 20 free credits. So you can. This is weird actually because you can customize a prompt on this platform because it has access to VO.
Interesting.
For some reason.
Yeah, so for context right now, we're going through and getting just real world examples here of
videos you want to kind of emulate. There's a lot of videos in here, which is crazy.
Here, what else have you added here? I think I used Adidas running. So they don't use JSON prompts for that, do they? They don't.
Every
use
one
JSON.
of those are JSON, yeah.
Well, the ones on this site, right? They're not JSON.
Pretty sure they are.
Well, the one you just pasted wasn't a JSON prompt. I know that.
Let me see. Oh yeah, look at that.
And then they got Nano Banana Pro as well.
It's interesting. See,
this is a play, getting some Nano. Because, like, I want to train it on thumbnails as well. Like, so real. Crazy, bro. Like, you can, my gosh. Like, look at these girls, dog. You're telling me that's fake?
Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
Like, this one? Oh, my gosh.
Where are you finding that? That's on there?
Yeah, I just picked Nano Banana. And then I want to do Nano Banana text. Or I'll just make a Google Drive, Google Doc. This is VO. This is VO. Do Nano.
Yeah, bro. If you go to the branded ones, they're all JSON prompts. Every single brand one is a JSON. But the one I pasted in there was not a branded, but it was a cool one. So you can use it for.
Yup. Fire. Yeah, I'm gonna snag a couple Nano Bananas.
I like that one's gas. This is a roll.
I probably should be doing some brand ones. I'm just taking freaking bunch of pictures.
Do brand ones because that's what we're building this for. I mean, right now. Yeah, but you'll see every brand one is a JSON prompt.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can make a magazine cover. Cool.
Do a Starbucks guy.
I'm going to title what these videos are as well for context. Magazine cover. Cool. So yeah, we're just finding real world examples to train this AI on so it can just give us the perfect thing every time. That way we can give AI context. Because I mean, like Nano Banana is part of the creation process as well. So might as well jump in with that.
I should do have some context for Nano Banana.
I'm going to actually start looking at brands now instead of chicks. Browse by tags. Let's see.
Do like the main ones I've already been going for. Like I already did Dior, Starbucks, and Rolex.
So yeah, so you can do different composition types, different visual styles. Try like we got a Google one.
Damn.
These are good. Yeah, that's a Google brand right there for sure. Mercedes. Damn, now you're making me sign in to see this? The hell is this? Dude, like even gym pics is like, holy crap, dude. Product showcase, here we go.
Damn, that was a short prompt for that. Just copy the prompt, put it into Claude, and then be like, I want to do this for this brand. Give it the picture. Boom. That's all you got to do. Don't even make the video on there.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah, you can literally generate like a MacBook screen, bro. That's pretty sick.
Are you an Apple right now?
No, I'm just looking at product images. It's a pretty cool prompt. It's not even a JSON, so I probably shouldn't even.
So they did a timeline. That's JSON. No, great.
Dior. And that's so realistic. Like, bro, IG models are gone, bro. This is a really good one right here. Like I can, maybe the mirror. They even have the mirror fucking shit. It's almost perfectly realistic. Almost. Cool. So let's see how Claude Code has been doing. It says it set everything up. We'll go in here and check. Frameworks, knowledge, outputs. Cool. There's the prompts, knowledge, outputs. We got the context, the readme, so it knows exactly what's going on. Cool. So do we have enough context, do you think, at this point to start?
Yeah, for sure. But hold on. I'm about to add one real quick.
All right, Claude, just for your context as well, I'm going to be, we're going to be training this on Nano Banana too. So that's another platform that we're going to give it some context on. But right now we're going to give you all the VO context at this point in time. So this should be obviously populated in the knowledge section. And then if anything, just some like in the prompt section for just different prompt examples. We're going to go through like the framework and how we want the AI to work with us to create the images essentially, which we're going to have to discover here later. Right now, we're just going to give you all the context for like the AI so it really understands the model, examples of how things actually look and like how prompts are structured, etc. So I'm going to give you all the context for VO first, and we can get into creating the relevant files for that. So this is like really easy. Like you can pretty much do this all through Claude, which is super cool. All right, I'm going to copy.
Do one of the JSON timeline prompts.
Yeah, I don't know where that's at.
So Apple.
Well, yeah, I'm copying them all. So
okay, yeah. I mean, from what I saw, depends how, like, if you're doing a very complex video, doing a JSON plus timeline prompt is the best way to go.
It's working for us now. It's got the context. Oh, so that is already created. Let me check here. I want to make sure the knowledge is, oh yeah, cool. Oh, so it already knows VO. It has the knowledge for that. VO prompt structure. So it's helping us, it's giving us prompt examples now. So it's basically going to have us make 2 files, prompt examples, and then prompt structure for VO specifically. And it's going to store those in the knowledge section, as we can see here. And the 3.1 understanding is already in there. So we just need to do, it'll all be under VO, camera movement, lighting comp. Like these probably aren't that relevant. It's just like too niche. And then the frameworks, it's really just going to be essentially just workflows. Like the prompt folder isn't super relevant in here either. I guess maybe it is. We'll see how Claude wants to structure it. So it's writing all the examples now.
So is it writing examples for like actual?
Well, it's just basically writing the ones that that we already had in the examples we gave it, I believe.
Okay.
So it's just giving it that context. Yeah, and it's going kind of breaking it down more as well. So it's going to go into that. And then how would you want this workflow to be? If you want to like kind of write it out, like how would you communicate with this agent to get outputs? What is the step-by-step? Put that in the doc somewhere on a new page so we can get that dialed in.
So, I mean, yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, after that, once we give it the knowledge, you can always add more. Like this is, I think, more than enough to start with. Good. You can always add more as well. I don't know how long it's going to go here. It might put literally every example in there, I guess. Might as well, eh, Claude?
Why not? So, yeah, is that, I think that's JSON.
Yeah, I guess, because there's a lot of different examples in here. Yeah, like fluid organic.
So I think the best workflow for this would be obviously can you attach a picture into Claude, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you would attach a picture of the product you'd use, and then you'd go through the example prompts that are in this doc and find one that would match what you're trying to do and give it that, and then just say like, I want it for the picture I attached for that product. So pretty simple, since it already knows how to like frame everything.
So like when it comes to generating VO, like what are the different types of ways you can generate videos so it knows?
So I had it in the knowledge base, but you can do frames of video where you can literally put the starting frame you want it to start on and the end frame you want it to end on, and then it'll create like that video that you want. Like how that's the most customizable thing you can do. And then you can do text to video and then ingredients to video, where you can just put in different things that should add into the video. So frames of video, if you're really trying to get like a specific output, I would do that, especially for like brands. I think for frames of video is the best.
Lens movement framing, boom. So it's breaking it all down now. So it just did the prompts and like lighting, environment, elements, audio, negative prompts, format, timeline based. Okay. So that's where it kind of goes into the timeline.
Yep.
Step based, multi-stage, complex cinematography, feedback loop integration. After generating a prompt, always structure for learning. When you report results back, Claude can diagnose issues and refine the framework. Bang, bang, bang. You start building the frameworks. So this is everything, I believe, after generating the prompt. So now we're just going to copy all of this and boom. Claude is trained like a G. I wonder if it's going to be able to take all this context in one go here. Oh, let me scroll down. Fuck. We went too high, boys. All right, cool. Update the AI content OS repository with the following files. Bang, and now we're gonna let it go. Update the content OS repository with the following new files. So we have literally all the examples in here. Now Claude Code's just gonna go in and be like, okay, cool, let me do it. Boom. So now it's gonna execute for us. Dope, dope, dope. Perfect. Sick. And then yeah, you can upload images.
Dope. Is there like a limit, or can you do as many? Like,
not sure. I'd assume
probably a limit.
There probably is a limit, but it's not a low limit, I would say.
Yeah, probably like 3-4 images.
Okay, so now next step would be creating the framework for how to do this. Cool, so how is this going to go? So the first thing it should do, are you going to tell it what kind of video you already want to make?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's
So
like
the user will give you a image and description
image of
of
like the
the
brand that
type
they want to make the
of
video on, because
video,
yeah,
image to feature in the video, and a description of the type of video they want, or they will have the AI analyze the image and help. It's like, is there any circumstance where you have AI like analyze an image and then have it make a context profile for that image specifically? And then, I don't know.
I mean, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that.
They want, or it will have the AI analyze a image and create a JSON file from that image and then move forward. Cool. Step 2.
So step 2, you would find a prompt that you like, a video that you want to emulate, copy the prompt, paste it into the chat, and then just obviously you have the picture of the brand that you want to make the video on. It's pretty much just kind of like, yeah, you replace it. So if it's like you're going to build a Coke, like you like the Coke prompt, paste that in there, and then you put your brand, let's say it's like a Zyn tin, right? And then it optimizes it for Zyn.
So like, what if you didn't want to, like, what if you just wanted to make a video from scratch and you had no video that you were going to base it off of at all?
Well, I mean, do you look at these prompts? It's kind of just like, all right, if I want to like control exactly how this video is going to look, then I'll paste like a timeline, which they're all JSON prompts. So I'll paste a timeline JSON prompt in there. So like, for example, this Apple one, paste it in and then just change the brand. That's pretty much it. It's like, if you want to make a video from scratch, I think either way, because it's basing its knowledge off of these prompts we already gave it, all these examples. So I think either way it doesn't matter. I don't think you have to paste the prompt that you want in there, unless you want it to specifically be like, this is how you want your prompt to be like framed around. That makes sense.
Cool. And then you're just giving it like a pretty much a deep explanation on the video and attaching the images that are to be featured in the video.
Telling it like what you're generating the video in. It's like frames of video, ingredients of video.
Of video they are generating, e.g. frames to video, ingredients to video,
or just text.
Or text to video.
Which most likely it won't be text, but might as well.
And then basically the AI's job is to understand the prompt framework. And then like the more context you give it, the better it's going to be. Better. And then it's going to understand the prompt framework, look at all the example prompt frameworks, maybe pull some gems from those prompts, and then obviously like create the final product for the user to test. And then it'll basically generate the V1 prompt for the user and then to generate the video. Or wait, before it does that,
before you test it
generates the prompt, have it reiterate what the user wants to create to ensure consistency before producing the prompt, right? So to basically just tell you, here's what I think you want to make. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
before you test the prompt, I would read through that just to make sure. And then that way you don't waste credits if it doesn't turn out how it's supposed to. So I would proofread it real quick. And then if there's anything like that it should change, tell it. And then it'll save that for next time if it can do that. I'm assuming it can.
Yeah, it can.
Okay.
So, and before it generates prompt, then it'll generate V1 prompt. The goal is to get the prompt 100% correct the first try. The user will proofread the prompt and check for any errors. If there are any adjustments to be made, the AI will make those adjustments, and then store that new context in its knowledge base so it doesn't make
those mistakes again.
Doesn't make those mistakes again. It will generate the output for the prompt in chat in a code block so the user can easily copy and paste. Then for that video, it will store the prompt in the output space file folder with the title including the date and concept and platform and type, and also if it's V1 or V2, etc. Boom. Then we'll wait for the user's feedback on how the video turned out. The user will describe what's good and what's bad, if any, and the AI will adjust the prompt and start the feedback loop process with the user to optimize prompt writing in the future.
Right. And if it's perfect, like explain deeply like why it was good.
So either way, the AI is storing great feedback and bad feedback and learning from it every conversation, every video. Boom. All right, so that's our framework. So we're just going to give Claude that. Let's see if Claude Code finished up. Still writing. There's a lot of shit. Sometimes, oh yeah, 800 some lines of code. Yeah, it's just finishing up. Looks like it's kind of glitching. Claude Code likes to do that sometimes. All right, cool. All right, it's building it out. We're going to make sure. Did it just stop sharing? Did. I'll share back up. Keep it on share window. Cool. So we got the VO video generation workflow. Provide image and video description. Choose emulate existing style or build from scratch. Review AI's explanation of the video plan. Confirm. Get V1 prompt. Run in VO. Report results. AI will automatically analyze images. Reference knowledge base. Generate production ready JSON. Save prompt to outputs folder. Wait for feedback. Boom. Yup, I love it. So just reviewing this to make sure it's good. Looks good to me. Create a new file in the AI Content OS repository. Boom. We're gonna have another agent just go. We're gonna let the other agent do it because this one's likes to go slow, and then we'll be able to test this. What I'm gonna do with Claude here real quick. Cool. Are there any other files we need to create before running this and having it work? Just see if there's any other files it thinks would be good. Boom. So this one's in there. Let's double check. Make sure it's in there. In our frameworks folder, workflows. It's not in there yet. I think it said it was going to put it in workflows, right? Okay. Compare and pull request. Just got to do a quick little pull request so it gets to the main base. Sometimes you see that. So now everything should be in our files. Yep, there we go. VO video generation, workflow, so that's in there. All right, so we're gonna test it live. We gotta make sure, we gotta do at least one test. You're gonna share your screen and like cook it up.
Yeah, we can run it. Let's get a product. What are we thinking? What product are we thinking here?
I don't know. And is this only to create product videos? Because I know that we've created time-lapse videos, we've created result videos for service business, there's a lot more types of videos than just what we've...
Yeah, there's more types. It doesn't just have to be product videos, but you can do anything, really.
Yeah, I think that's, get into...
Let your imagination take the wheel.
So a pull request is essentially like when you're talking to a different chat, you got to do pull requests just so like everything gets into the same folder. So I just sent that. Let's see. Yeah. So now we go here. Knowledge. Boom. So now we have our prompt structure. Awesome. 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 So now we just have to... Have you ever used Claude Code?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going.
If you want to share your screen,
all right,
I'll walk you through it. Why is it not coming up in the... Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're going to click the code button on the side on the left. And you're going to have to share your screen on that new tab you just opened with Claude. Should just share this tab instead. And then you're going to go to the left and click on that. Yeah. And have it say AI Content Agent. Boom. And now just like that, you're connected. Click on the 3 dots in the chat. Okay. So you don't have to really change your model. Opus is a more expensive model, so I wouldn't use that. And then, yeah, you can just add your picture right now if you want to start your prompt. I think we're about done here. Hopefully this guy's still working. Normally he just doesn't do anything and then all of a sudden all the code's just going to pop up in like 4 minutes, hopefully. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have the prompt examples in there. I think there is a way too where you can just directly add the file into GitHub just to make it easier. Note to self, next time if you want to save credits, just go directly into GitHub and just paste that shit in there. It'll generate things a lot faster. So yeah, I got the whole thing done, I believe. Yep. So now it's just saving it. And then we should be ready to generate. I think I'm gonna have to make a pull request though. So that way it's in the main folder. Cool, it's in there. Pull request time. There's pull request, confirm. Cool. All right, let's check. Make sure our knowledge is in there. It is. And then we'll make sure that our framework is in there. And then you should be ready to rock. Yep, you can get it going now. All right, cool. Let her rip.
Let's get it.
Let's see how it starts responding. Let's make sure it does everything correct, and we'll see how it works. And then realistically, it should also do the output stuff. So we'll see if the feedback loop works built into this.
Hey,
just did it. Perfect.
So that's the prompt.
Yep, I believe it is. Unless it's going to give it to you in the output. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does. Otherwise, I can tell it to do that. Or you just tell it, be like, hey, give it to me and mark down in that chat from now on. And it should be able to do that. So now
I'm just going to use ingredients to video.
Okay, make sure you're sharing your screen.
Yeah. You can see it.
Yeah. It says frames. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to just create a new project. Ingredients to video. Paste the prompt. Create it in portrait.
Cool.
Sweet. It's in portrait. It's going to generate 2 videos. See how it turns out. This feature isn't supported on portrait. Also, ingredients to video isn't. That's interesting.
Wow.
Huh. All right. Whatever.
Cool. So let's see how she goes.
See how it turns out. Yeah.
I'm going to check and make sure that it saved the output. Wait, we got to do the pull request because you made a new chat. Dope. So yeah, every time you're interacting with it in a new chat, you got to do a pull request. So that's just like in Claude Code, you just click create pull request, and that way it puts everything into the main file. Should be pretty simple there. Yeah, I'm excited to see this output.
Yeah. Got 2 different versions. So we'll see.
See how it looks. This is via fast, correct?
Fast, yeah. Got 1,000 credits left. Okay. Here she is. Boom.
Damn. That's sweaty.
This is a different version. No spray. Damn, okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, that one's sick. I don't know what one's better. I don't mind this one. The fact that it sprays the bottle is kind of sick. And that was just a basic generic prompt. Wasn't timeline.
Dope, dude.
Yeah, that's fire.
Cool.
Sweet.
So yeah, and then like the next step would just be obviously like feedback looping with
feedback loop in it, yeah. So
if it's not what you wanted, and
I mean, it emulated the exact video. This one's cool. I like the vibe of this, how it changes. Goes to blue.
Yeah, and then it zooms in.
Yeah, that's sick. I like how it gave us 2 different versions. It's also sick.
Yeah, it turned out good. Cool.
That's dope.
Dope, yeah. So that is a whole walkthrough on how you can build your own Claude agent. This is specifically for AI content creation on our side of things. This is going to just basically build us a good foundation to keep getting more extensive into AI video creation. Just have an AI that knows everything that we needed to know and all the context it needs to actually create videos and get better every single time, other than just having like a chat that doesn't remember shit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you need someone to build this out for you, first link in the description, DM me on Instagram, and we will see you in the next one.